Good morning and welcome to ETF Wrap, your weekly digest of the top stories in European ETFs. I'm Jamie Gordon, Senior Features Reporter at ETF Stream, and this week we'll be looking at ETF savings plans, which are expected to grow fourfold by 2028. Elsewhere, we'll examine the story of a successful US ETF issuer that failed to crack the European market. And finally, a fee overhaul at St James's Place. How might passives shape the future of the UK's largest wealth manager? First up, new research predicted the number of ETF savings plans in Europe will quadruple from 7.6 million to 32 million by 2028. BlackRock, an extra ETF, also said annual investments in the plans will boom from 15 billion euros today to over 64 billion euros. These estimates are based on confidence that retail investors in Europe will quickly adopt ETFs as their vehicle of choice. BlackRock itself has bet big on the rise of ETF usage by retail, having recently invested in German fintech Upvest and partnered on passive offerings with Lloyds Bank and Monzo. Other issuers are also rushing to access retail investors through online channels. This week, DWS announced a new partnership to offer its ETFs on BG Saxo's online platform in Italy. The German issuer now has 21 such partnerships, with the firm highlighting online distribution to retail as a strategic priority. Next, US issuer Roundhill is set to exit the European market after announcing the closure of its Metaverse ETF. The product was the second of its kind to launch in Europe and is Roundhill's only ETF this side of the pond, despite the firm also registering a sports betting ETF with the Central Bank of Ireland. After amassing just 1.7 million euros in 18 months, the firm's CIO, Tim Maloney, said the issuer would refocus its distribution efforts in the US. He added Roundhill remains committed to the Metaverse theme, even after its US ETF saw assets fall from $906 million last January to $413 million today. Maloney conceded the firm was unable to find a sustainable model for growth in Europe, which underlines the point. Newcomers to the market face low barriers to entry, but high barriers to success. Finally, UK advisor St James's Place has announced the largest overhaul to its fee structure in its 33-year history. The changes followed pressure from regulators and include scrapping early withdrawal fees, but also the 6-year gestation period on management fees. As part of the announcement, outgoing CEO Andrew Croft said the overhaul would make it easier for SJP to incorporate passive funds into its range. The comments follow recent senior appointments of index fund advocates Joe Wiggins and Justin Onukasi, further indicating a shift to passives may be in the offing. And that's a wrap for this week. Thank you and join us again next Friday. Until then, take care.